What's up, everybody? Every morning I think, okay, things will calm down, but they have not. The streets are on fire. I did not expect this lawsuit between Candace and Michael Darby. I'll link that video at the end of this video. That's crazy. But we got to talk about what's going on with the Peter, Mia, Gordon, and Ralph and Drew, because I really think that at this point they are all playing with the media. Maybe there's a little truth in what each is saying, but for the larger part, I think they're playing with the media, and I'm going to explain it. The foolishness never ends over here. And, that's just, it is what it is. Like the video as my intro plays, and we're going to get right into it.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves.
Never emotionally fulfill you, ever. Know that.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
I hope you. We need help, no. Okay.
Y'all, this is absolutely crazy. I did a video yesterday. I'm super proud of it. It was me, Rodney the Voice, Jamie That's Me, and Gabor. The panel was fire. It was on Potomac. We covered a whole lot. Definitely check that out. I will link that. But we got to get into Mia Gordon and Peter Thomas. Patricia, if you nasty. I kind of feel bad for Peter, in all honesty. I do. But let's let you hear what he had to say. Then we'll get into Gordon's response, Mia interjecting, and why I think that this has a lot to do with PR, guys. On this channel, I kind of tell you guys what goes on, but then one thing with me is I lead with logic, and I can kind of see patterns. And now that I have access to PR people, they can kind of give me a little bit behind the scenes of how these things are working. But let's start with Peter.
You just send me a clip. I'm going through a lot of shit right now. But somebody just sent me a clip from the Potomac Housewife reunion show. And Mia is going at it with Wendy. And brother, this is kind of your fault, because I taped with y'all for 5 minutes promoting Bar in Baltimore and Bar in Miami Beach, and you turned that 5 minutes into 9 episodes, and now my name is thrown around on the reunion show. When in
not only that, but guys, Peter, you chose to get in bed with Bravo to promote it. You can't be mad if they use your likeness, your image, and whatever storylines that they want on the show. You did get to promote both your Baltimore brand and your Miami brand. So you can't really be mad at that part. However, what he probably didn't expect was the Giselle rumors. And I'm telling you guys, behind the scenes, that's the way things work around here. They will throw out any rumor in order to keep the Google hits going. So initially, before the season started, it was, is Peter dating Giselle? She was at his restaurant. They all play this up, but okay.
In real life, I don't mess with none of those women. Okay?
That I believe. He's basically talking about Mia saying at the reunion that he had slept with Wendy. But this also boomerangs to Giselle, because that rumor was out there and they really kind of played with that before the season even started.
Giselle, Robin, cool people. The rest of them, Wendy, I shot with her one time, 5 minutes. Didn't go out to dinner with her. I didn't have no late night snack with her. She's a married woman. She's very respectful, very honorable. Okay, so for me, for you to be talking about me and Wendy getting together is so disrespectful, and it's so thirsty. It's real thirsty for you to do that just to collect that check from Bravo.
Well, Peter, wasn't it pretty thirsty of you to film and tell Mia anything about your business dealings with Wendy? And vice versa, you allegedly told Wendy about your business dealings with Mia. So, Patricia, if you're nasty.
There's nothing cool about that. Okay, and you can't just use my name like that, because if you use my name like that, I'm gonna have my lawyer get in touch with you guys, and it's gonna be really ugly. Okay, because I do not know any of those women. I never see them outside of my establishment.
In all fairness, we don't know if Peter is dating somebody, and it's not cool to just throw his name out there. I'm a straight shooter, pow pow. It's not fair all around, but you were in bed with them, Peter. Not technically. You know what I mean?
Okay, and y'all just can't recklessly just throw people's name out there like that, because it actually hurt my business, and that's irresponsible.
He put that out there, you guys. When you sue for libel and defamation, it has to have hurt you financially in order for you to get anything out of it. So right there, guys, he's telling you, I have grounds for a lawsuit. Now he would need to prove how much it hurt his business, because, you know, I'll leave that alone.
Please cease and desist. Somebody just send me a clip.
Now,
you know, I'm going through a lot of shit right
now. Well, it doesn't end there, because let me show you. Mia and G did not take too kindly to that threat of a lawsuit. Peter, lawsuits just flying everywhere. I thought there were some clauses that said that people couldn't sue, but this is what G had to say.
Who I thought was my friend, Peter Thomas. You know, it's interesting to me that who I thought was my friend, Peter Thomas, can say things like, he doesn't know us like that. I wonder if he didn't know us like that the times when he'd been at our house.
Side note, Peter did delete a video where he was saying he didn't know them like that.
House, eating our food, playing card games, and associating with other people, family members and friends of ours. I guess he didn't know us like that when he held our baby girl and was the first man other than myself to hold our baby girl.
That one was always a little weird to me. The first man other than myself to hold the baby girl. I never quite understood the weight that carried. I mean, was your doctor a female? Were there any male nurses? Or I don't get it.
I guess he didn't know us like that when he's gone on boat rides with us. I guess he didn't know us like that all the times that we spent at his restaurant supporting his business. And certainly, I guess he didn't know us like that when he wanted.
Wouldn't it be funny if he had said his dwindling business and did a callback to Candace's dwindling uterus comment? Wouldn't that have been funny? Y'all should let me write some of your stuff.
To borrow $60,000 to pay his bills at Bar One. So I don't know why Peter says he don't know us like that. Maybe that's his definition of not knowing us like that. Not knowing us like that when he's attended our kids' parties.
Now let's stop there. Did y'all have $60,000 to loan him? And are you saying that he asked and you gave it? Or are you just saying that he asked for it? So those are two different things. Did you give Peter $60,000 to pay his bills or not? Was it a loan? Did you pay him back? Those are the kind of statements where I'm telling you guys, they are just playing with us. They're giving you information, but they are being purposefully obtuse and withholding some very important tidbits. So either they are going to disseminate that information later, or it's just a throwaway comment. I'm telling you guys, behind the scenes, you're going to get it here.
So I guess if that means not knowing someone, then I guess that's what Peter's meaning is. And furthermore, to say this has hurt his business. Just a few days ago, I personally spoke to Peter, and he said the publicity is actually helping his business. And furthermore,
they are playing with us, guys. I'm telling you, they are playing with us.
The allegations that he's referencing only came out a couple of days ago. So how could it have hurt his business that quickly?
Good point. Now, y'all know Gordon does have a business mind. Now, he might have, spent $65,000 to, renovate a rental property that didn't belong to him. But Gordon was a very wealthy, I believe he owned McDonald's before he was in the joint chiropractic with his family. So very good point.
Peter, I guess we don't know you like that.
This was Pretty good. I did not expect it coming from G, but I appreciate it, G. Guys, so Peter, not to be outdone, Patricia, if you're nasty.
It's good when you have friends that could check you. I got checked. I took down the last video because I was a little bit angry. But I'm okay now.
So I guess that was kind of like an apology.
All I'm saying is that I cannot wait to see the video that Mia Thornton is going to produce of me and Dr. Wendy Osofa, CNN analyst, professor at Johns Hopkins, getting it on.
Now they're playing with the storyline, guys. Now it's a callback to the storyline. He's no longer angry. Now he's going back to Bravo. So he is technically promoting Bravo. They have another reunion coming up. Y'all read between these lines. This kind of content, outside content, is what will get Mia a contract for next season. Allegedly, the contracts have not gone out as of yet. But if you're having all of these Google hits come up on your name and Gordon's name, and it's associated with Peter and all that, it all plays into it. Guys, let me tell you what a stunt queen is. Stunt queen, a fraud, any person who knowingly participates in fraudulent activities for their own personal gain or those associated with them. Technically, I just don't believe all these people. So I'll put my allegedly banner up. I don't believe everything that everybody is saying. I think to some degree they are running a stunt. And just like Gordon said a couple days ago, you were saying the publicity was really good for your restaurant. Now you've done an about face. Running a stunt, guys. He went on to interview with Michelle A.T. Alien. I definitely go check out that video. I was gonna play it, but Michelle has kept her ear to the streets. Definitely go check out. He called into her show and gave some more juicy tidbits. Let's move on to Ralph and Drew. When the story broke that they were getting a divorce, I thought it was a little strange because they have already filmed the season. Like, you specifically waited till the end of the season to get a divorce. Then as more news came out, at first it said that Ralph, I call him Blockhead had filed for divorce first, but then it came out later that Drew had actually filed 1 hour earlier. People, this is weird. It's extremely weird because when somebody files for divorce, they're not doing it so closely together. This felt orchestrated to me. Now we're hearing a lot of allegations about cheating and about physical, some physicality where Blockhead pushed Drew down. I'm inclined to believe the victim. I just feel like the press releases are very orchestrated. The season is already over. So this drums up publicity for the upcoming season because now people are thinking, oh, is their divorce going to play out on camera? If you were really divorcing, you would not necessarily have waited till the end of the season. If you were divorcing with a purpose to drum up some much needed publicity for Drew, then you do it like this. And then you release statements to TMZ. She says, she goes on to accuse Ralph of being a serial cheater during their marriage, even claiming some of the women he's allegedly had affairs with rubbed it in her face, sending her screenshots. I'm not going to lie. I want to see these screenshots. And I'm not going to lie. RHOA needed this. They needed a jolt. So hopefully they don't give us anything fake. This is the way PR works. Somebody was in a subscriber that I like was in my comments yesterday, and they were saying, I said that Ralph, when he says he works in tech, I said he works at Best Buy as a tech. And they said, you know, it's always our people who are putting down Black people who are doing well. I want to say this, because that was a good comment. I personally think that anyone who chooses to show us lifestyle, Drew had to let us know she had an assistant, a chef. 1 year after they were on the show, they moved into a McMansion. All these things, I have these assistants. We have these businesses. But anytime, and I'm telling all of you this, anytime that somebody comes on one of these shows and they lead with showing their wealth, but they don't actually want to talk about what their real business life is, while on a reality show, you should side-eye them with absolutely no concern for race. And that's just my opinion. When Teresa's new husband was on Watch What Happens Live and Andy asked him what he was doing, he said, I opened a new business. And the audience clapped. And Andy said, what type of business? And he was like, tech, digital media. And Andy was like, well, what does that mean? And then he said, I generate leads. What does that sound like, guys? It sounds like what Jen Shaw just got arrested for. Louis and Teresa, they have a mansion. They have this. They have a lot of wealth on display. But Louis is not necessarily forthcoming with that. So outside of his race, I would question that. I questioned Jen Shaw before she went to jail. Anytime I know jewelry, anytime somebody throws a large real diamond tennis bracelet in the snow with absolutely no concern, it was going to be one of two things. Either it's fake or you don't work hard for your money, so you could just throw that away. Truly wealthy people would never do that. So I on this channel, the expectation is that we dig a little deeper. Guys, this was orchestrated. The press releases were orchestrated, running to go file the paperwork within 1 hour of each other. And then hours later, the story's out on TMZ. Read between the lines, people. Connect the dots. All of these people, in my opinion, are playing in our faces and playing with the media. And I am going to continue to call it out. Like the video as my intro plays, I will link some of those videos that I talked about, especially my RHOP review with Mim, with Rodney, Jamie, and Gabor, the Ashley and Michael Darby lawsuit against, and I included Ashley in that. Technically, it's Candace versus Michael, but I don't know. I just feel like Ashley can't sue her, but Michael can, so maybe they're in cahoots. Just my opinion. It's all alleged. I gotta go. I will see you guys later. If you want, put in the comments if you want me to go live about these topics tonight. We can discuss some things. If you're new to the channel, welcome. When I go live and drop the link, that means that you guys can come up and give your opinions on all of this craziness. I gotta go. Bye, y'all. It's too much tea.